Hello YouTube, this is LizardJam07 and welcome to my very first commentated work. This is a video manual for Dark Souls. I've been wanting to make this for newer players just to give them a basic on movement and different aspects of the game. One of my favorite RPGs of all time. This episode will be basic controls. Movement, as is normal nowadays, is tied to the left stick. Complete 360 degree movement, very, very smooth. It's just nice. And it's just movement. Camera movement is tied to the right stick. I use inverted. I don't know what everyone else uses, so yeah, complete 360, you can only pan in so far. Okay. What's next? The select button pulls up the gesture menu. Gesture menu, bunch of different ones: bow, wave, joy, basically just emotes. And you can either hit select and the X button to perform the actual gesture, or you can tie the gestures to certain 6-axis motion controls for the PlayStation 3 at least. I don't know how they do that for the 360. To change what you want for each motion, you can just go to one, hit the triangle button, and choose whichever one you want. There's a decent amount of them. Next is the start menu, and well, let's bow a little bit first. There we go. Okay, now moving on. The start menu. This is where you find your inventory, your equipment, your status screen, and your options menu. I will go into that later on in another video. Now, for basic shoulder button controls. L1 button, block. If you have another weapon in your L1, you will actually attack with that weapon, but since I'm using a shield, I can block. You can walk using a shield, and that's about it. L2 button. Granted, all these are for PlayStation 3. L2 button, parry. If you're using shields, small shields, weapons, you can parry. If you're using giant shields, you do some kind of slam attack. I really don't use them that much. Your basic attack, normal attack, is R1. Your heavy attack is R2. And both of these attacks, depending on the weapon, can be chained off of each other. Each time you attack, though, it does take stamina, so you need to be careful about that. Let's see here. Now for, I believe, the circle button. Yes. Holding down the circle button while moving allows you to dash. And dashing also takes up stamina. But it's really nice because the world is so big. If you tap the circle button while dashing, you perform a little jump. This can be helpful for clearing small gaps or just running around if you want to. Tapping the circle button during walking will allow you to roll. And rolling is affected by the equipment you're wearing. If you're too heavy, your roll will be really slow. Pressing circle by itself, standing still, is a backdash. Backdash is good for landing, for evading some attacks. I usually don't use it that much though. Triangle allows you to two-hand your weapon. Two-handing your weapon gives it a strength modifier, gives it different attack animations, and is useful for breaking enemy guards. The square button allows you to, well, shrug. Gotta equip an item first. So let's just put in the Estus flask. Square is use item. Using held items, I should say. Some items, such as the Estus flask, if you keep pressing it repeatedly, you keep using it repeatedly without having to do the animation over and over. That's some tasty juice. Now, I can't really show you the purpose of the X button because there is nothing here to interact with. I should have talked to the Firekeeper because she could have been interacted with, but yeah. So, yeah, whatever. I do believe, oh yeah, clicking the right stick allows the camera to circle back behind you, just resets the camera, and clicking the left stick does nothing. So, D-pad. Moving on. Let me equip some stuff so I can show you exactly what it does. Hitting right on the D-pad will change your equipped right-handed weapon. You can equip 2 weapons on each hand, or shields, whatever you want to use. Left on the D-pad does the same thing for your other hand. Down on the D-pad will cycle through your equipped items that you have held. And up on the D-pad will change your equipped magics that you have attuned. And these can include magics, pyromancies, and faith. And the PlayStation button still does that. But yeah, that was my first video of this guide, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Just basic stuff. So, new videos in the future. Thank you very much.